Welcome, everyone. Welcome for this new community session. And today we are with Solin from Dev3Pack. Welcome.
Hi, Martin. How's your hour?
Hope you're doing well. We've got 30 minutes. We're going to highlight what you are doing with these amazing communities. But first, we're going to wait, I think, 1 or 2 minutes. And while we are waiting for the audience, the classic question, is there anything in the space, Web3, Web2, that inspired you, that surprised you, a trend, something that yeah you focused on?
Actually, yeah, around AI agents. Like it was booming, especially during this week. Like the next week, last week is this week. And so I think I've seen a couple of initiative about it. Like Solana just launched an hackathon. Base also launched something. And so yeah, I think that it's also a great movement, but kind of afraid one as well. Like seeing some agents, AI agents talking between each other about human behavior, like their own human behind the AI agents is kind of afraid as well.
But do you think everything is real, like it's not only for the trend? It sounds strange, like AI agents create their own religion autonomously, and I will try it this week. I will build something with, and definitely have a better understanding, but some stuff sounds like just for the buzz.
No, I don't think it's for only the buzz. Like it's just the start of this new area. And so basically AI should be mastered by everyone. It's kind of like if we are, let's say, um our grandparents just discovering internet. And so actually it can be the same situation with us about AI. So we have to take the step about it and really learn it. Otherwise, like AI agents, AI will take the lead on human. And so we have to know how to take care about it. And yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity as it's also dangerous for us. And that's why I really think community is also something to master. If you are not mastering community and it's also just your AI is doing stuff, I always say that people bet, like especially investors, bets on people, not on projects. And so projects is behind AI agents. So I mean, your personality mean a lot, your network still mean a lot.
Mhm.
So that's why community will be something that you should master as well. Like I mean, AI and community, if you are mastering those two things, like you are very very well positioned into the ecosystem. Yeah.
Okay, great, really interesting. So welcome the newcomers, the audience. Feel free to ask any questions in the chat. Grab a coffee, make you comfortable. We're gonna start, I think, in a few seconds. Welcome again, Celine. So, first question: could you introduce yourself, share a bit of your background, your journey, and tell us how you get into Web3? What your first step?
Yeah, totally. So I've been graduated 2 years ago right now, from a management and engineering school. And so I was more specialized into information system first, but I've been always working with manager and engineer. So on my side, I'm like a Swiss knife when I say that. I know different things, which is nice to lead projects, by the way. And so right now I'm leading Dev3Pack, which is a community, especially a fellowship designed for women and students developers coming from Web2 want to switch into Web3. And so basically, it's something that is very, very important today, but we will talk more about it. And so how I started into Web3 on my side, it was like 6 years ago. So I'm still young, but 6 years ago,
You started early.
yeah. And so I joined a student blockchain club in my university. It was a real chance to have a blockchain club, to be honest, because it's actually inspiring a lot of people to take the step into this technology while still being curious, and learning from people like us,
Yeah.
because like in
6
the
years
student.
ago, how many person in this blockchain group? 6 years
Uh,
ago, it was a.
well, I think we were around like 30 or something like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it was a small blockchain club, and so right now it's the biggest one in Europe. But I mean, some blockchain club right now are in the ecosystem, and so I feel that starting with a blockchain club was very inspiring for me, because when you have to go to events, you are not going alone; you are going with your community, and also when you want to take the step into hackathon, is you already have a team basically, and so I really started with the blockchain club and then going into hackathon, and started properly my journey like this, like discovering all the builder ecosystem, all these things was very inspiring for me to continue in this area.
Okay, great, great. So you've done. What was your? Because I really well remember my first hackathon. It was in Berlin. What was your first one?
It was in a Paris Blockchain Week Summit. Yes, yes, it was this one. And then after that, I've done other hackathon. I would say like maybe more than 20 hackathons participation. I won five-time finalists, won
Wow.
more than 35 prizes. I mean, I've done my starting my career like this. I was still at school as a student, and created a project, a startup after a specific hackathon. And so this startup is still alive. There is like 4 people working on it actually, and so the thing is, it gave me a lot of experience, just doing that. Like created a startup after an hackathon while I was still students. We raised some funds. So I mean, it's an experience, and so what is matter for me a lot is really training people to do the same, and especially women. So I feel that with my experience, I was able to create, to create a movement, and helping those people who started from nothing. Because on my side, before school, I was starting from nothing as well, really. uh,
About this movement, I get that you are talking about Dev3Pack. What is the origin story? You've been in the blockchain student group. You've done a lot of hackathon. What was the moment you realized? Okay, Dev3Pack needed to exist. I need to build a community.
Yeah, for two things. Because when you are going, like, as I'm going a lot to events, but in France, but also like internationally, especially to hackathon. In hackathon, there is no woman. I mean, not enough. And so it's one thing, and the second thing that I noticed is there is no specific community, especially global one, who is onboarding the new wave of builders
Mhm.
while staying inclusive. um and so I was like, okay, as I have like a network that can get some impacts on life of people, I was like, okay, I want to build something that is very impactful, and also addressing education to the right people. So when I say addressing education to the right people, is because usually in US, in Europe, we already have access to like proper education. But when you think about southwest of Africa, so when you think about of Asia, Africa, of Latam, there is nothing. I mean, not enough initiatives that empower local people, that just started they want to build stuff first, to directly um, going, like being a bridge between local and global opportunities. So what I'm doing basically is very important to have a top funnel program. Is not just about onboarding, because what I see alone into the ecosystem is there is some initiatives that can onboard people, but there is no initiative that can follow up people. And so we say follow up is what's next after education, basically.
Okay, great. I am on the website, and it's
Yeah,
pretty
I will improve it, by the way.
cool.
It's on my to-do list. I have
There is
to
a lot of information, and you work. That's pretty cool. You work with really famous protocols. You worked with different communities. Are you working like I saw Crypto Gallo from Limone from Europe is they organize ISROM.
yeah.
So, which are you working with other
Yeah.
communities?
Yeah, I'm working with a lot of communities. I would say the best one, developer oriented, whatever the region. And so yeah, I'm leading stuff with Urbe as well. Especially, for example, the next one is about mini art bootcamps. So we are a team up just to run this one, because our community is also already focused on mini apps. And so yeah, we are a joint initiative, especially because it's important as well to like for growing this movement, like on both sides. It's important to team up with the right people. And there is couple of developer communities that are high agency, and so I like working with people who know how to execute stuff and also are aligned with my vision. But I would say into the ecosystem, I receive a lot of requests from communities, but also from like partners and everything. And so I'm filtering a lot as well. Like I want something that is really um, uh, like
Quality over
oriented.
quantity.
Yeah. I don't want to bring people into scam or everything. So yeah.
Yeah, got a question in the chat. What is Dev3Pack? Mami Mimi, it's a well-known ambassador. So welcome, Mami Mimi. So Solin already explained a bit what is Dev3Pack, but if you should pick three keywords that represent well Dev3Pack, what would it be?
Mm, I would
Only
say
three.
inclusivity,
Mhm.
global, and builder.
All right, great. And you are organizing a lot. How many person are you in the team? I
Uh,
only one. That's crazy. You've done a lot. You've done a lot.
yeah, but
I can see
someone is
you
coming.
everywhere in the world. I met you in Buenos Aires.
Yeah,
You've been in Buenos Aires. You were mentoring. I think.
yeah, it's global. I've done like running a specific pop-up cities as well. But the thing is with Dev3Pack, actually I'm alone leading all globally, but also what matters, it's involving community. So basically we started creating local chapters that are led by the community, like 3 to 5 people every time. And then also, we have an ambassadorship program, especially oriented on the devil side. So actually, around 15 people are involved into this program, and so teaching to the community. So people who got involved to Dev3Pack last year are actually involved as teacher this year for newcomers.
Nice, nice. That's a virtuous circle. And talking about being involved in your community, like imagine I'm a student, and what will be the first step to be involved in the 3Pack? What should I do? I contact you directly. I'm hacking with you. Can you describe a bit more
The
the
process.
e-commerce student journey?
Yeah. So actually, there is a process, selection process to enter into Dev3Pack, because I'm not filtering first by skills, but more by motivation. Because if you don't have any motivation, you can grow in terms of skills. And so basically, what happened is, like, first of all, people have to apply for the fellowship. So it's on the website. Then, secondly, I'm pre-selecting these people. Like, basically, for the January, we got more than 1,000 applicants.
How much?
So
How
more
much?
than 1,000 more.
1,000. Wow, that's a
Yeah.
lot.
So I'm pre-selecting. Then we have a discovery basecamp. So the people pre-selective have to attend this one to know if it's something interesting for them and pass a coding challenges. Then after that, they are officially selected to enter into Dev3Pack. So it's like
Oh,
pre-selection and selection. Yeah.
that
So I
sounds
prefer.
like a job interview.
And so actually, people into Dev3Pack are really active. It's not ghost. It's really a community that if one day I'm not here for a month, I know the community will still remain active, like with different initiative. And so after entering into Dev3Pack officially, what happened is, like, there is for like the first month, there is different boot camps starting from beginner to intermediate to advanced one. And after that, we are going into like a more top funnel program. I can talk about it after. But most important thing first is about getting education. And I always say that learning is not enough. When I say that, is like just because I saw a lot of talents still keeping learning, but don't know why they can get in, like, move into a job or the things. It's just because they are still at the stage of learning, not networking or whatever. And so with Dev3Pack, we have this onboarding stage, but also the follow-up stage. And the follow-up stage is the most important part to make it.
Nice. And by the follow-up step, do you mean like doing connection between company and people who are looking for some job, like something to find job or opportunities?
Not really for the moment, because like they are still young into the ecosystem in terms of experience. So it's gonna come more in 2027. But when I say follow up, is about talking with people first, join a community, and me, I'm like talking with everyone. Basically, when someone asks me any question, I'm not like someone exclusive. I really accessible, so I just reply to everyone every time, and also like providing specific initiative like hackathon that make sure like people can create teams thanks to the community. Also, like with the bootcamp, we ensure that people are doing homework or these things, contribute to open source, because open source, s- like, the thing is, every time people say, hey, you should contribute to open source, but no one is doing any follow-up training on that. So we are here for that. So the follow-up is about mainly how to network, how to get the right supports, and how to accelerate. So acceleration can be participate into hackathon, contribute to open source projects, but also like just going into local meetups, going to international events, and yeah, I mean, it's it's like a lot of things that come into follow-up, and follow-up is about human. Just maybe if I can explain better, imagine you are into an online bootcamp. Okay, you are into an online bootcamp. You are doing, it's not like a proper bootcamp, it's just you are doing step by step the following courses. And at the end, what you want to do is normally get in touch with people, but it's not the case. You are not in touch with people, you are just in touch with you or a Discord to ask for support, but there is no human touch. And when you basically finish these courses, you don't know what's next. And so with Dev3Pack, you know what's next, at least. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's really amazing, and more, and even more, like you build that on your own, and yeah, on your own. On so that's pretty crazy. We need more people like you in the ecosystem. So we talked about the builders onboarding, but like if I'm a protocol or a company, what will be the step to start a partnership with you, and what kind of partnership I could build with your community?
Yeah, so that depends of also values, the ecosystem behind it, the traction. Because as I mentioned, I don't want to onboard people into the wrong things, because I always say that if you are stepping into the wrong things, you will lost a lot of time into the ecosystem, and it's not the goal. And so as partners, I'm asking first someone like a company or a partner that is involved humanly, not just about transactional stuff. It's like I prefer having a real partner that is providing human value, human support, to make sure people can grow. That's my first things. And the second thing is, like as I mentioned, the traction. If they are running builder initiative, because it's not relevant for us to onboard users like who are onboarding builders. So I really care about that it's well matching with the Dev3Pack purpose, and that is not transactional stuff, but really human stuff.
Okay, cool. Honestly, I don't know when you can find time to sleep with with everything you are doing.
Right.
We've got a new question from Mami Mimi. I'm gonna share the screen. She is asking, what is the website? It's pretty easy. It's dev3pack.xyz,
Yeah.
and you can follow them on X. So make sure to follow them, and you will find every information you need about the program, onboarding, event, oh, even the community session.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe I can talk about a bit about um like what can someone can expect in 1 year into Dev3Pack, like the step by step.
Oh,
Um,
that would be great.
yeah, so selection into the fellowship, then bootcamps. We have different bootcamp like Solidity, Mini Apps, DeFi, ZK and Privacy. And then we have also our own hackathon that is coming up in May. And after this hackathon, what happened is we are hosting a Founder 101 program, which is really related to young founders. Because what's matter into the ecosystem, actually for newcomers, is to get the right support when you are starting. And so actually, the support that is provided by companies and stuff like foundation is like too much advanced. It's like directly going to incubator. So there is a big step between going to hackathon and an incubator. And so I'm here between like doing that, basically running a specific program that can help people to get into incubator after. So did that, and then after at the end of each year, we are organizing as well a pop-up village where the community can gather during a month, because they have done a lot of higher online interaction. Like people inside Dev3Pack are friends, to be honest. So that's cool. And so basically the fact that we can see each other IRL at the end of the year, it's important, for example, to get feedback, but also like to just have a human experience with the right people. I got an interesting question last time when I was into like sharing testimonial. It was what is the difference between going to like an initiative like an Hacker House with Dev3Pack, a Purple Village with Dev3Pack, and another one with led by a foundation. I would say the main difference is just that with Dev3Pack, people already have I are already part into the community, so they already know people. While others with foundation, people just discover each other
Mm.
during this time, during the IRL experience. And so the fact that we have already people who know each other is very life changing. I mean, for them, just because you feel better, more comfortable sharing things, and so it's more effective, really, really more effective to have a community first before leading
Yeah,
um, an
more,
online IRA event or whatever.
it's more like a family vibe.
Yeah,
Like you know
exactly.
everybody, you know, it won't be a one-time meeting. It's like a long-term relation, long-term community. That's
Yeah.
pretty, that's really, really cool. And could you share a few examples or of project or individual builders who have grown thanks to Dev3Pack and some success, if you've got some success story?
Yeah, there's few. To be honest, even like just the fact to pass from a student into Dev3Pack a fellow, from like an ambassador teacher is a big it's a big step for some of them. There is also people who got into funder schools after hackathon, like basically as during is global, like during Buenos Aires, I led a pop-up city during a month. So we gather 70 of them for the first time, their first international trip, by the way, most of them. And so they participate into their first It's Global Hackathon. 39 projects were built. Some built like some got prizes, like 19 prizes got one win. Um, yeah, and so it was local talents who basically just apply what they learned through Dev3Pack in 2025 and got prizes, got rewarded. And after that, what happened? Basically, there is a couple of people who got into the founder schools, but also like got grants to start their project at their stage. So which is nice, a good step. I mean, it's always encouraging to do that. Also, there is some that end up as ambassador with base, for example, as Devrin, especially Devrin. So some are going into that. Um, Again as well, Alchemy. So like really cool company.
Yeah,
It
really
can
feeling.
yeah that can help them. Also like uh, I mean yeah, it's actually that. Some learn like some go into like leading local chapters. So yeah, I'm trying to involve every people as I can into the community. So
Every person joining your community, it's a success story. It sounds like that's really cool. And looking ahead, what's next for that three pack? I love alpha. We are in Web3. So what the ecosystem could expect in the coming months? Do you have some hot news to share or crazy information?
uh yeah, but not officially released. So
Come
um
on, just for us.
so I can't talk about it. Um, but actually, the fact that last year it was more about just education, um, because they just started, so it was a step for them, etc. First of all, and so this year we are going more into a top funnel program, as I mentioned, and also really cool initiative that can help them growing very fast. But I can talk about it yet. It's going to be in June, May, June. So yeah, I mean, some are waiting for the news as well into the community. So yeah.
Okay, we're gonna stay tuned. Check your socials. and and see what's coming. So we are about to wrap our session. Anything you would like to say to the community before we wrap up? An advice, whatever you want.
Actually, I always say that just keep building, but also don't hesitate to ask for any help into the ecosystem, because it's where you can go from 0 to 100, to be honest. And so rely to a community, because it's going to be an important part for your journey. As I mentioned at the beginning, people trust human, like bet on people and not on projects first. So make sure to have your network ready when you come to create a startup and you want to level up. And also, maybe I can add something, is like for people who are looking for a job, don't expect anything between 2 3 years of experience. Like, just make sure to really have the network, but also following the builder journey, especially as you are a developer. Like, building of successful projects is very useful for being able to integrate any companies before.
Yeah, yeah, totally true, totally true. Got to build some stuff, got a track record, building a network, a community is the key. Being involved in the ecosystem and just give. If you can give and not only ask, it's always better. Thanks a lot, Celine, for your time. It was already a great time together, and thanks for sharing all the information about Dev3Pack. So please, everybody, follow Dev3Pack, Celine on X, everywhere on the social, IXX2. Thanks again, and you will be able, if you miss the beginning or the middle, you will be able to watch the replay in a few hours. Thanks again, Celine, and
Thanks for the invitation, first of all. Like, it was nice to talk about it and get invited.
yeah, that was great. Take care and see you soon.
See you soon. To just
Bye.
bye.